No, I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Like, what is Stakataka doing next to a Kecleon? I mean, I guess we have to get into the battle to find out, but I feel like this is going to be like a car crash on the freeway. You want to look away, but you just can't. Stakataka has a lot of comboing potential, like there's skill swap weirdness that can go on. I'm just afraid what it's going to do next to a Kecleon. But hey, let's watch it as the opponent goes into the Tapu Koko Scizor. I don't see anything that immediately threatens a Stakataka, and Kecleon's gonna do his thing. Oh my goodness, this is about to get scary. All right, so Scizor going to go into its Mega. Sure, do your thing, Scizor. Kecleon seems like it might be able to get away with something. It's got Fake Out, so Fake Out's set up for the Stakataka, or not. Stakataka's gonna protect. And a Z move from the opponent. Are we really dealing with the Guardian of Alola? Actually, not the worst thing when you think about it. It's like, Stakataka, how are you going to break through that many defenses? How are you going to get those stats down? Well, you can do it with the Guardian of Alola because it's going to do 75% of the opponent's hit points. However, I guess it's not going to be as effective. But how does Guardian of Alola with Protect work? Alright, so I guess it's 25% of that, so, you know, 75% of 25% or whatever. Either way, Scizor tries to take that as an opportunity to get a free Swords Dance. That way, you know, 75% Bullet Punch, let Kecleon do its thing. But Kecleon has a Trick Room. Normally, you'd expect Stakataka to set up the Trick Room, but Kecleon gets away with it. I guess Protect, you open up the stats right there, and then Rock Slide from the Stakataka. So Tapu Koko taking a big hit from that. Kecleon with the skill swap. I don't know what's scarier, Beast Boost Kecleon or Protean Stakataka. Well, I guess that answers our question. Kecleon, it just gets cut down. And Tapu Koko with the Nature's Madness going for that 50% right there. Stakataka, it takes hurt, but is it going to be enough? Oh no, the Oranguru. So what not? Actually, I think this might be good for Stakataka. Because even if it goes for the Gyro Ball, well, that means it's just not 4 times weak to Earthquake anymore. And that's a good thing for everyone involved, except for the opponent. So Stakataka going to Earthquake, Protean into Ground type. Being pure ground is good. So that's going to be Telepathy with that Earthquake. Rhyperior switching into some hate, but not getting in 2-shot range. And then we're going to see Oranguru with the Instruct. So Stakataka trying it right now. And that's going to be another Earthquake, as we would expect. Telepathy, as we would expect. Unless that was like a really low damage roll and we get into a really high one on the Rhyperior, I don't see this working out. No, Rhyperior Scizor, still alive. X-Scissor from the Scizor. Oranguru goes down, because that's a +2 onto a Super. Can't really do much, and it's too much hate. Scizor with too much damage right there. The Bullet Punch against a ground type, it's going to be neutral, so it's neutral regardless. Vikavolt under Trick Room is scary. Has the electric terrain to work with, but Stakataka is going to go for that Earthquake. Vikavolt's Levitate, and everyone's okay. So it looks like Scizor couldn't really do much in this situation. It got some hurt. Like, it took out Kecleon. It took out the Oranguru, but it didn't have what it takes to take down the Stakataka. And then Vikavolt with the Discharge. Hey! Hey, look at that. Earthquake Discharge combo from the Protean Stakataka. And now an Aggron's on the field, but Aggron isn't going to be a fan of what's going on. So Stakataka with the Earthquake, it's going to wreck the Tapu Koko. Aggron's going to take a huge hit, but it's going to survive on Sturdy, and then it's on to Vikavolt, unless that wasn't a Sturdy Aggron. In which case, game's over. Let's see what happens on the next battle. So that was like a weird one. We had a lot of bulk. We had a lot of weird bulk, just like the Scizor didn't want to go away. The Tapu Koko, like there was a lot of passivity, and that just kind of let this whole setup go. So I want to see it happen in a different situation. All right, this is going to be some shenanigans, guys. Half the team is the same, and then also there's still a Scizor going in. I'm wondering, like, where is Stakataka going for Trick Room? Are we going to like counter Trick Room, cancel each other? Is Stakataka going to just go for an Earthquake instead and try to hurt? Delamize is there for the support. Things are all over the place, guys, and I have no idea where it's going to go. Stakataka, Kecleon. Are we going to see some extra fanciness? Because, like, yeah, Beast Boost Kecleon, that's whatever. The Protean Stakataka is weird to think about because Stakataka, it doesn't have a good typing, you know? It feels very disadvantaged by that typing with a 4 times weakness potential, a little bit of extra weakness as well. So Kecleon, it's going to go for skill swap immediately. Maybe anticipating, hey, the opponent might go for Trick Room. If it doesn't, not the worst thing ever. Actually, no. Earthquake. Cool. So, Air Balloon. Did I miss that? That's interesting. And then Stakataka is going to Trick Room for itself. Okay. This is weird. I knew it was going to be shenanigans, but my goodness, the shenanigans do not disappoint. So Dhelmise going for the Protect right there, maybe feeling that he's getting out, you know, Trick Room by this. So the Protean also, you have Stab. If you use Gyro Ball, you're still getting Steel. If you use Rock Slide, you're still getting Rock. It's just weird to like think that, you know, you don't want the Beast Boost on the Stakataka. So that's going to pop the Air Balloon. Stakataka is going to Skill Swap, but you can't Skill Swap to Protect like that. Knockoff will be protected. And that was just kind of a waste of a weird term. But now we saw that Stakataka is going to be slower, so that Earthquake is going to hurt. And Stakataka with Protean, that's going to be Earthquake. So Stakataka, Earthquake, Stab against the opposing Stakataka might take it down. So yeah, there we go. Dhelmise taking a little bit of damage. Now we do know Kecleon has a knockoff. No more Protean, so the Psychic Pokemon using knockoff for super effective damage gets the boosting potential. Berry on Kecleon. Citrus Berry, and then Kecleon with the knockoff. So, might find a little extra survival. Dhelmise can't tank it through. Dhelmise actually got the knockoff set up, or not knockoffs, the Swords Dance. So, I was looking for high amounts of damage. Kecleon Beast Boost for the special defense. So, maybe more supportive Kecleon than just raw damage. And also, Kecleon just has like a weirdly high special defense. But now Scissor's in. So, I mean, Rock Slide seems fairly effective in this case. You gotta hit the Vikavolt. You can't hit it with the Earthquakes. That's your strategy. At least you know what the Vikavolt's up to. Another Mega Scizor. Hit it neutral for a Rock Slide pretty well, but that opens you up to a super effective on the Bullet Punch. Protean's gonna make it rock, and Stakataka. How carried away does this damage get? Not enough to one-shot the Vikavolt. Weakens the Scizor, but doesn't do too much to it. And Vikavolt red card against Stakataka. Well, there goes the Protean. There goes all the type changes, so maybe going to be better for the Stakataka in this case. Vikavolt gets dragged out. Kecleon with the knockoff, boom! That's how you calm it down in Vikavolt. Now, Scizor is in a very bad position, as Kecleon gets a Beast Boost for more special defense. Doesn't matter. Opponent's kind of overcommitting on a Swords Dance, I guess, so maybe a little too much setup. But I think it's over. Kecleon with the skill swap. Oh! Okay, Beast Boost. Vikavolt, I don't know if that's intended or if it's just shenanigans. Air Slash is gonna miss. Happens. Like I've gotten screwed over by Air Slash missing quite a few times. But now Oranguru comes in. So Oranguru's here to support the Vikavolt in the face of a Scizor. Scizor though comes in with the X-Scissor. I mean, that's what you can do. It's like, fine, distraction. You want it gone before it's creating problems? The +2 will do that. We've seen this happen before in the last battle. But Vikavolt's going to come in on that discharge. And discharge onto Scizor. Vikavolt hurts, guys. Like, Vikavolt is a very powerful, damaging Pokemon. The problem is, we just don't see it that often. Like, you really need it on that Trick Room, or else it might 1-for-1, you know? It tanks a hit, it gets like a Choice Specs, just massive hit off, and then nothing else happens from there. So you need that Trick Room, can stay on top, it can keep that damage down. Just strangeness, you know? But yeah, this is just one of those weird fan fry submissions. I feel like something is off that is making it not as optimized as it could be, but it won, so I can't really argue with results. So I'm looking at the Kecleon, I'm like, what if Kecleon scores the KO? You know, I understand it has a 120 special defense, an unreasonably high special defense. I mean, we've been reviewing Pokemon Last Fan Fridays. How can Kecleon have a 120 special defense, but Perugly, it doesn't get anything close to that on the tankiness for any respective stats. Same on Dedenne, same on all these other Pokemon. They're just artificially weak for no reason. But either way, Kecleon, would you put attack investment? Or is this just supposed to be a defensive tank that survives to enough just to kind of set up for the Stakataka? I don't know about that. Vikavolt to 145 special attack, so the thing just does damage. And Stakataka is a 131. It has Garchomp levels of hate when you get on that. And then with the Protean, ground stab 131, that hurts. We see the damage come through right there. But is the Protean necessary? That's my question. Is the Protean necessary? Because if you pull like those shenanigans where you undercut your defense to where you're slightly more frail, but then the attack is high enough to where you can do an attack beast boost, +1 on the beast boost is going to be like the Protean's damage. So I was thinking like, oh, what happens if you have Kecleon? Kecleon with a beast boost at +1, Sucker Punch, that's solid damage, but if it was Protean, Sucker Punch is still getting that 50% anyways. So Kecleon losing the Protean is a little annoying. So maybe like something else could happen there, but I mean, skill swap, Protean under Trick Room, it kind of brings what it needs to bring. So like I said, it gets the results, but it's a weird thing where it's like, it feels like things could maybe go a little better in some way, but it works out in the end. It's like Stakataka with Protean, not 4 times a week anymore. You have Trick Room, so if you see your opponent maybe going for some kind of super move, you can anticipate their super effective hit, use a different move, and then now you don't take as much damage on a very bulky Pokemon like the Stakataka. So there we go, guys. Hope you all enjoy the battle. I'll see you in the next one.